Hi you two, I hope you're ready for some maths today. Today we're going to be using Make 10 again, but we're not going to be partitioning both our numbers today. We're only going to be partitioning the second number. So we're going to be partitioning for only the second number. Now, before we get started, I just want us to have a think about our number 1 to 10, because they are essential for our maths to be a success today. So, I say 1, you say 9. I say 5, you say 5. I say 6, you say 4. I say 1, you say 9. I say 3, you say 7. Great. If you would like to pause this and practice your number 1 to 10 before we start today's lesson, that's absolutely okay. However, if you're feeling confident, let's continue. I'm going to share my screen now and talk you through today's lesson. So we're going to be adding 2-digit numbers crossing 10. What does that mean? Well, before we find out, we need to do our do now. And today's do now is writing what numbers in words. So you've got some numbers and I'm not going to read them out to you. I want you to write them as words. Can you recognise these numbers? Pause the video, write them down on a piece of paper. Try to spell them correctly. If not, just give it a go. And then when you're ready, unpause me for the answers. It's time to mark your work. Pause the video again and mark your work. If you've got any of them incorrect, that's absolutely fine. Just correct it so that you've spelt it correctly. So we've got 44, 64, 14, 61 and 11. Now your maths brain should be nice and warmed up and ready for today's main learning. Make 10. Make 10. Regroup. Regroup. Tens, 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 tens. Ones, 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 ones. Partition, partition, partition. Number line, number line. Great. And today we're going to be using all those words to add 2-digit numbers by partitioning only, and this is crucial, only the second number. Before we do that though, we have to make 10. So I'm going to talk you through this example to give you an idea of how making 10 will look different from yesterday. And then I'm going to go through some step by step. So the calculation I've got is 36 add 15. And I have to always partition the second number. So I've partitioned it into tens and into ones. And you've done lots of that this week, so I'm quite confident you can now partition 15 into 10 and to 5. Now my next step is going to be to work out how many more do I need to make 36 40, to bring it up and make it up to the next 10. I know my number bonds to 10. 6 add 4. I need 4 more. I need to do a jump of 4 to get my next number up to the 40. Then I add my 10, and then I add whatever is left. So let's do it together, following the steps to success. So step number 1, my 10, partition the second number. So 15, to partition 15, I know I've got 10 and 5. Done. Let's tick that, that's done. My next step, I need to make 10. Looking in my ones column, I've got a 6, and I know that 6 add 4 equals 10. So I write down 4. And on my number line, I find 36 and I jump the 4. Next, need to make 10. I made it up to 40. Next, I have to jump the 10. So how many 10s were there? 1 10. So I do a jump of 10. Next step, I have to add whatever is left. So what is left? Well, 5 take away 4 leaves me with 1. So I do a jump of 1, which means I land on 51. So the answer is 51. And I added the remaining ones. Okay, what I want you to think about is, when I started on the number that I was calculating. When I added, I made it up to the next 10 by adding and using my number line to add 4. Then I added my 10s and did a jump of 10, and I know that 40 add 10 is 50, and then I added the remaining ones. So we're making it up to the next 10, adding the 10s, and then adding whatever is left. Make the 10, jump the 10s, add whatever is left. Let's do another one. I've got a slightly different number this time. So the first step is to partition the second number. 10s and 1s. I've got 10 and I've got 6. I've done that. The next step, I have to make 10. What is the next 10's number after 36? The next 10's number will be 40. How many until I get to 40? It's 4. I've made my 10. I've split it, I've written down the 4, I've made it up to the next 10. Now I need to jump the 10s. Now to jump the 10s, I have to jump 1 10. Whoop. And that is a jump of 10, which takes me to 50. And this time round, 6 take away 4 is 2. So I've got 2 left. So my last jump is 2. Therefore, my answer is 52. Let's do one again. This time you're going to help me. I hope you're ready. What was my first step? I have to partition the second number. And I need to partition it into 10s and 1s. Great. So how many 10s have I got here? I've got 1 10, which is 10. And how many 1s have I got? 4. Well done. Okay, so that's the first step done. Now we need to make 10. So when we make 10, we're making up the first number to the next 10s. What's the next 10 after 37? The next 10 is 40. 7 add what equals 10? I know my number bonds. 7 add 3 equals 10. I use the 4. I use 3 of the 4, and that leaves me with 1. I jump and make my 10. I'm now at 40. Next, I jump the 10s, and jumping the 10s, I'm only jumping 1 10, so 1 more 10 than 40 is 50. And that leaves me with 1. So my last step, add the remaining 1s, takes me to 51. Next one, let's do it together again. We're going to partition the second number. I'm going to partition it into 10s and 1s. How many 10s? 1 10 is 10. How many 1s? 9. First step, done. I've partitioned the second number. Now I need to make 10. How many more do I need to add to my first number to get to the next 10? 2 add something equals 10. 2 add 8 equals 10. Tick. I'm finding 32. I'm jumping 8 to get to my next 10, which is 40. I've jumped the 10. Well done. Now we need to add the remaining. I had 9 and I've used 8 of those 9. How many have I got left? I've only got left 1. So I jump 1 more. Now I can check my answer because if I've done a jump of 10 and then I add 1, that's 11, add 8 is 19, and I needed to jump 19. Have I done it correct? I have, great. I've added the remainder, and again, the answer is 51. Using the worksheet, I'm going to model this question. You'll notice it's slightly different to your question. So, first of all, starting on 28, and I have to partition the second number. There is 1 10 in 17 and 7 ones. Next step, I need to make 10. How many more do I need to add to 8 to make it up to the next 10? I need to add 2. Out of the 7, how many have I got left? 7 take away 2 is 5. My next step is to jump the 10s, and I'm jumping 1 10, which takes me to 40. My last step is to add the remaining ones, and there are still 5 ones I have not used. 1 2 3 4 5. And there we go. I partitioned the second number. I made the first number up to 10. I jumped the 10, and then I added the remaining ones. Enjoy your lesson. Your turn. You are going to have 3 questions to complete on this using this same method. The first question, I have partitioned the 10s and the 1s for you. After that, you need to partition the 10s and 1s. And then think, how many more will you need to add to your first number to get it to the next 10s number? I'm feeling really confident that you're going to be brilliant at this lesson. I can't wait to see your uploads on Seesaw.